Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A popular WWE star hit Nick Aldis after their conversation with a current champion got heated. The Ning in question, Michin, accidentally smashed the SmackDown general manager with a kendo stick. After last Friday's SmackDown, WWE Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green, accompanied by Piper Niven, complained to the GM about her match with Tiffany Stratton. Michin and BFAB interrupted the conversation, leading to a heated exchange between the two pairs. As Michin tried to take out Green with the kendo stick, Piper Niven moved her tag team partner out of harm's way, resulting in the GM taking the blow. A visibly upset Nick Aldis lost his cool and booked a Chelsea Green vs. Michin street fight for the next week. Michin recently took to her Instagram account to share a picture from the segment with a short message in the caption. You can check out Michin's Instagram post below. Michin used Mia Yim as her in-ring name during her first-run WWE run. The SmackDown star recently explained why she changed her name. During her appearance on the Casual Conversations with the Classic, Michin pointed out that she was asked to have a nickname as all her stablemates had one. The former Mia Yim noted she chose the name because her mother used to call her and her sister Michin. The former member of the OC added although she was okay with her old name, the new one was special to her because of her new name. You can check out the video below. Michin has yet to win her first WWE title. It will be interesting to see if she can secure a championship by the end of 2025. The camera fades to black, and the dim lights of the backstage area flicker as the sound of shuffling footsteps echoes through the narrow hallways. WWE's signature chaos and unpredictability have always been a trademark of its programming. But nothing could have prepared the WWE universe for what happened in those hauntingly quiet moments. The story begins earlier that night, when the arena was filled with the electric roar of the crowd and the lights above the ring shimmered with anticipation. As the main event of the evening unfolded, a battle between two titans, WWE's most decorated veteran and a rising star, raged in the ring. Nick Aldis, the seasoned professional, had made an appearance after weeks of tension building around his intentions in WWE. He was introduced as a special guest commentator for a critical match, with whispers circulating backstage about his future in the company. As the match reached its climax, the lights flickered, and the tension in the arena began to rise. The audience could feel something coming, a twist, a betrayal, something that would change the course of the night. It was then that it happened. Backstage, the chaos unfolds. The camera cuts backstage, catching only a fraction of the scene. In the chaos of the locker rooms, WWE superstar and longtime fan favorite, Michael the Viper Cross, is seen walking past a narrow hallway. His signature black leather jacket ripples with every step, and his steely eyes seem locked in an unknown intensity. His muscles ripple under his sleeveless shirt, and the usual swagger that has long defined him is absent. There's no grin, no playful challenge in his eyes, just a cold, calculating presence. Cross had been in the business for over a decade, a man who had known both victory and defeat, yet remained undefeated in his resolve to take whatever he wanted. Lately, rumors had swirled that Cross had his eyes set on something bigger, something beyond just winning matches. The business had changed, and so had Cross. No longer a man looking for championships, Cross now wanted the spotlight for reasons far darker than simply lifting gold above his head. And there, in the corner of the locker room, stood Nick Aldis, who had just finished his commentary duties. Aldis, in his trademark suit, was adjusting his tie as he looked over his shoulder. His eyes met Cross's, and for a split second, there was an unspoken understanding between the two men. Perhaps it was a mutual respect for one another's talent, or perhaps it was the recognition of two warriors, each with his own agenda. However, that moment of camaraderie would soon fade. Cross was already moving in. His boots echoed on the cold concrete floor as he approached the unsuspecting Aldis. Without warning, he shoved Aldis into the locker, the force sending a loud clang through the hallway. Cross, what the hell? Aldis growled, turning to face the attacking superstar, his hand instinctively reaching toward the bottle of water on the nearby counter. "You think you're going to come into my house, Aldis?" Cross spat. "You think you're going to take this business from me? Let me remind you, you're just a stepping stone. And I don't take kindly to anyone thinking they're bigger than the Viper." Aldis, his temper flaring, threw the bottle of water aside. "You've lost your mind if you think I'm going to let you get away with this," Aldis said through gritted teeth, lunging toward Cross. But Cross was faster. With a vicious swipe, Cross grabbed Aldis by the throat, lifting him off the ground with a terrifying ease. The grip tightened, and Aldis's face began to turn red. His feet kicked the air, trying to find purchase on the ground, but there was no escape. Cross's eyes burned with intensity as he squeezed harder, his voice low and deadly. "Message sent, Aldis," he growled. "I've got nothing but time, and I'll make sure you remember tonight. The WWE is mine now." With a final shove, Cross slammed Aldis back against the lockers, sending him crumpling to the floor in a heap. The camera caught the entire exchange from the corner, the moment more violent and raw than anything the WWE Universe had seen in years. Blood surged through Aldis's face, and his breath came in harsh gasps as he slowly tried to push himself off the floor. But Cross didn't stop. He towered over him, a predator circling its prey, and he delivered a final venomous kick to Aldis's ribs. Aldis's body jerked violently, but Cross was relentless. "You're not welcome here, Aldis," Cross hissed, his voice dripping with malice. "And this message is just the beginning." With that, Cross turned on his heel and disappeared down the hallway, leaving Aldis writhing on the ground, gasping for air. The fallout, Cross's message. The next week, the aftermath of the Backstage assault became the hottest topic in WWE. Fans, media outlets, and even superstars were buzzing with speculation. Why had Michael Cross attacked Nick Aldis? What was the message he had sent? And what did it mean for the future of WWE? Backstage, the WWE locker room was filled with whispers. Some wrestlers were worried, knowing how unpredictable Cross had become, while others saw it as just another sign of his unrelenting desire to dominate the business. Yet one thing was clear: Cross had crossed a line, and the consequences of that line being crossed would surely be felt for a long time. A few days after the incident, Cross took to social media to send an even more chilling message to the world. Twitter message from Michael Cross. "Nick Aldis, you think you're the next big thing? You think you can waltz in here like some savior trying to take what's mine? You're nothing. And now you're a reminder to every single superstar in that locker room what happens when you challenge me. You didn't see it coming, did you? I'd warned you last week, and I'm not done. Consider this a wake-up call. The Viper isn't here to play. The Viper is here to take. I've got what I want, and it's all about to come crashing down." The message was signed with a chilling photo of Cross, standing tall, looking down at a broken chair that once held the WWE Championship. The post sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe. Fans were divided. Some sided with Cross, appreciating his ruthless aggression and hunger for power. Others were horrified, seeing him as a danger to the fabric of WWE. Regardless, everyone had one question on their minds: what was Cross's next move? The silent war. As the weeks passed, Cross continued to make his presence felt, both in the ring and behind the scenes. The locker room began to shift in tone. No one wanted to challenge him directly, but the air was thick with tension. Aldis, however, was not backing down. He had made a name for himself as one of the toughest competitors, and this assault was nothing more than fuel to his fire. Nick Aldis had spent years building a reputation for resilience, and now he would prove to the world that no one, especially Michael Cross, could intimidate him into submission. On one fateful Friday night, as Aldis made his way to the ring for a scheduled match, the camera captured a lone figure standing in the shadows backstage. Michael Cross watched, his piercing gaze following Aldis's every move. As Aldis stepped onto the stage, the light suddenly cut, and the arena plunged into darkness. The familiar screech of Cross's entrance music echoed through the building, and the crowd's roar escalated as they realized what was happening. A single spotlight shone down on Cross, standing in the middle of the ramp. He smiled, not with joy, but with the confidence of a man who knew his power. "Nick," he spoke into the microphone, his voice low and menacing. "I see you've decided to show up. But know this, I don't play by your rules, Aldis. I never have, and I never will. Your time is up, and the Viper is just getting started." The crowd fell silent. The tension in the arena was palpable, and the uncertainty of what Cross's next move would be hung in the air like a dark cloud. Would Aldis retaliate? Would WWE management step in to stop this conflict from escalating further? As the lights flickered back on, Cross disappeared into the darkness, leaving behind a haunting message that reverberated through the hearts of fans and superstars alike. Michael the Viper Cross had made it clear he was not just a force in WWE, but a man who would stop at nothing to seize control. The battle ahead. In the weeks that followed, Aldis and Cross would clash in several high-stakes matches. The WWE Universe would watch, breathless with anticipation, as these two powerhouse personalities collided in a battle not only for dominance in the ring but for the soul of the company itself. Cross's message had been sent, clear, concise, and unforgiving. But the war had only just begun. Aldis would rise from the shadows of his assault, determined to show the world that he was more than just a victim. And the stage was set for a rivalry that would go down in history as one of the most vicious, personal feuds WWE had ever seen. As Cross prepared to defend his place at the top, and Aldis to reclaim his dignity, the WWE Universe could only wait in anticipation of what would happen next. Because in the world of WWE, no one is ever truly safe, and no superstar can predict the next message sent, especially when it comes from someone as dangerous as Michael the Viper Cross. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.